Hello, y'all. I want to talk about family accountability, family taking care of the sick family members, like your mother, like your father, the sick people in your family, and you know that they're sick and they're dying. Let's start being accountable as children, as siblings. Let's stop leaving the responsibility on one family member when there's tens and twelves and thirteens family members who can come by and serve a plate or wash them, change their potties, and clean their house. Somebody can do the linen. Somebody can do the windows. Somebody can freshen up the house. Somebody can clean the bathrooms. Somebody can cook. Somebody can mow the lawn. Somebody can just come over and make them feel like normalcy is going on. The worst thing you want to do is be sick and feel sick and know everything around you is falling apart because you can't do it anymore. And then you feel unloved because no one is coming to love you or care for you anymore. And all the people that you've cared for all of your life, no one is coming. I seen my mother go through this. My mother cared for millions of people, and I'm talking facts, and all the way from New York to South Carolina. And when my mother got sick, it was me. It was me. It was me. I have siblings, yes. I have cousins, family members, but who was really there for her? Me, one person. And I had to tell myself, I'm not going to be angry with my siblings. I'm not going to be angry with my family members that I know she fed hundreds of times, did so much for so many people. I had to pray and heal from the feeling of not liking these people anymore after my mother passed. Because how do you do that? How do you feed hundreds of people? How do you pour into hundreds and thousands and millions of people and you get sick where you can't take care of yourself and nobody does those things that I listed? It was heartbreaking for me as a daughter. But God came to me and he said, daughter, do the best you can. Do what you can for your mother. Your mother see you. Do what you can for your mother. And that's what I did. And it eased a big burden off of me because I was worried about, well, why this one ain't coming? Or why that one ain't coming? Or why this one ain't doing this? Or why that one ain't doing that? It relieved me so much when God said, do the best you can within your will to do. Don't you get sick now, but do the best you can for your mother and your will to do. And that's what I did, everyone. And I had peace about it after that. But I'm just making this video because it is time for people to be accountable for the people who took care of you, nurtured you, loved you. When you didn't have that light bill money, you came over and got that light bill money. When you didn't have your rent was due, you had somebody who was going to help you. Like those people, let's take care of those people. Let's take care of the people who take care of us. Why is it so hard to take care of who take care of you? And that's why parents, they hide their sicknesses because of children like you who don't come around, you don't care. They know you don't care because life, you going on with your life. You going on with your life. You ain't even checking in. You ain't saying nothing. You just going on with your life. So parents, they don't tell you when they sick because they know you ain't coming. That's messed up. You know what I mean? How do you think a parent feel? Not that you owe them anything, but just imagine, put yourself in somebody's shoes sometime. You sick. You living your life right now. You can do everything for yourself. It's going good. But just imagine a day when you can't do for yourself. My mother didn't know that day would come for her. I'm still in awe. But my mama gone. I'm still in awe that happened to my mother. Because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, God, this woman done took care of people all her life. How is it that she needs help now? Like, so just put yourself in somebody else's shoes sometime or a minute. Put yourself in their shoe. You doing good, you doing fine, life is great, so you think. And then you can't take care of yourself. And nobody's coming. That's it's like death. I can only imagine you just be like, Lord, just take me. Because how do you do that? And it'd be the children that you raise. It'd be your own children, like they say. It'd be your own children. It'd be your own children arguing and fussing about who's coming over, who's going to take care of her this week, who's going to take care of him this week. Why we gotta fuss? Let's just do it. This is who brought us here. The womb was open and we came out. What are we talking about here? It was on my mind today because, I see so many elderly people dying and their family members don't even know why they died, and they had cancer, they had all kind of things going on with them, and their kids did not even know. Their kids had no clue. They like, I didn't know my mama had cancer. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. You don't know because you ain't coming around. You ain't taking the time that it take and doing the things that you need to do to be in your family member life. I was close to my mother, and I knew that she had, if you close to your mother and your father and they telling you they going to the doctor and you ain't trying to figure out, I'm going to the doctor too, what we doing? I was living in a whole nother state. My dad called me and said his cancer was back, his prostate cancer. He had it prior. God gave him 3 extra years with us. And 3 years later after the surgery, he called and said the doctor told him that the cancer was back. Baby, I was in a whole full-blown relationship. And Lord knows that man could have been my husband today because he was the best one I've had as far as engagement and someone who I love. I told him I gotta go. I said, if my daddy leaving this earth, I'm going to be with him every day till he leave. It was a house available for lease next to my parents' house. And I leased that house, me and my girls, and I lived right next to my mother and father until my dad passed, and I didn't miss a beat. When you love somebody, you got to show them that you love them. And my father, Angel, is always encamping around me, making sure I'm good. Because they know, parents know when them children is really rocking with them. And they know the ones who ain't. And that's when you be like, well, I ain't in the will. Why you mad? Anyway, don't let it be you. I hope this video really touched somebody's heart, because it's time we be accountable and love on the people who love on us, and just be kind.